Watch you guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at how we can troubleshoot Windows 10 startup problems, and also you can use this method in other versions of Windows. Now if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button as well. Now in the search box we're going to be typing msconfig. So what we're going to do here is open up the msconfig pane here and take a look. Now we're in system configuration here, and what we want to do is go to the boot tab here. Now inside here you can see we have boot options, which is like safe mode, and we also have some other options like boot log, which is going to give you a log file of what's happening at boot up, and also OS boot information as well. And these are very useful for diagnosing startup issues. So having those ticked are always useful. So I'm going to click OK here and restart the system. Now this has to restart the system to get these set in place. And once we've restarted the system, this will start to create log files on boot up, and also other stuff here which we can investigate when we have issues with startup. So what we're going to do is let this boot back to the desktop, and then we're going to reboot into our recovery area so we can then have a look at these log files, and I'll show you how useful they are. So let's restart the system, and we'll go ahead and get to our recovery area. So here we are booting up to a Windows disk. I'm going to push repair this PC and then go to troubleshoot here. And from here, obviously you can use startup repair. And this startup repair will try to fix startup issues. Now, if you're having an issue and it can't fix the issue from startup repair, this is where you can use the log files to examine what is going on with your system. So what we're going to do here, you can see the path up there. It says D Windows System 32 log files, SRT, and so on. We can look there at that log file and examine what's going on with our startup, and that's something that probably a lot of people aren't telling you to take a look at, and it's useful information inside there. So I'm going to go advanced options here, troubleshoot, and I'll show you how to get that open if the PC doesn't boot. Go to command prompt here, and from here you want to type notepad. Now once notepad is open, we can navigate to that log file area. So from here we can go file, open, and we can navigate to that location which it was saying there's a log file there for startup. So go Windows, click on the Windows here, come down to it says System 32, click on that one, and we want to come down, and we're looking for log files here. There we go, log files, and now we need to go SRT, and inside here you can see there's a bunch of useful log files. Now the one we was interested in is SRT TRAIL, and we're going to go into here, and as you can see here, this gives us all the information of startup and some of the tests that it was trying to diagnose here. Now if you have got error messages here, it won't be 0x0, it will be 0x and a number on there, and it will give you a number, and this will give us an idea of where the startup is failing. So for instance, disk failure diagnosis, system disk test. You see this has all been passed, but if you've got an issue with your startup, this is a good place to look because it gives you some information of where it's failed, and it's a good point of being able to look at a little bit later on. So it's good information. You can see here boot manager diagnostics. If there was an issue with your boot manager, this would show up here and give you an error code right there, and you'll be able to see it. And this is a good way of diagnosing and troubleshooting startup issues. So you can see here event log diagnosis, internal state check, and so on, boot status test. It tests everything here, and it's very useful information. So that's where I wanted to show you there. Let me just quickly go open here, and what we want to do here is go into boot failure there and open that up. There's nothing inside there. So you've also got other areas which I wanted to look at, which is the boot log. So let's open up the notepad again and go to open here, and we want to go to the C drive. So it's D on this case because we're on a bootable CD. go to the D drive here, but it would be C normally. And inside here, what we want to do is go into Windows, come down, and what we're looking for is our boot log file. And inside here, this will give you the whole boot sequence of what's loaded and what didn't load. And this is another good little telltale sign of trying to diagnose startup issues. So it would say an issue here, and you wouldn't, obviously the system has not loaded correctly, and it's a good starting point to try to find out what's failed. And once you know what's failed, you can try to fix it. So that's how you can troubleshoot startup areas with those log files. Very, very useful. And now if you want to see videos on how to fix startup problems, I have done videos on those, and I'll try and leave a little tab or a link in the bottom of the video so you can check that out as well. Anyway, I hope this one helps you out, guys. Just a quick video. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching, guys, and thanks for your continued support. I shall catch you again for another video real soon. Bye for now. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the big red subscribe button on my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification button next to that to be notified when we upload new videos.